I think as leader of the council and lead member of finance within Wrexham, I think this settlement is devastating for us. When it was announced, I was shocked, stunned and really disappointed and angry at the settlement. Wrexham County Borough Councils had to find over £55 million already since austerity started in 2008-2009. We'd already budgeted for roughly £5 million, and this settlement now puts an extra £5 million on top. So overall, since 2008-2009, we're looking at close to £70 million, which has been taken out of our budget. I think, coming back to our representation within the Welsh Government, I think individuals need to do a lot more. I think that we're not being supported, and I think we're being let down, and I really mean this sincerely, because they're our representatives at that table to fight for North Wales and Wrexham. I'll challenge anybody, whether they're an MP, an AM, to come and sit down and have a discussion and work alongside me and other elected members and officers to run a local authority on the money that we're receiving. I keep on saying this, are we receiving the crumbs from the table, North Wales? I do believe that. And also, I think that there's still a north and south divide. Now, with reference to the funding for other organisations, I celebrate that and I have no problem at all. But we can't continually to put money in other services and not invest in our social care. And I just wondered, what is the point of us working hard with Welsh Government and working extremely closely with them to deliver their priorities, because education is one of their priorities, and protecting the most vulnerable, adult social care, children's services, as I've said, if we don't have the money. And again, on top of that, I am constantly contacted by political representation to stop making cuts within Wrexham. They're taking the money off us and then they're trying to stop us to make the cuts. It's madness. And I just wondered, and I don't say this lightly, have the lunatics taken over the asylum? And I was talking to some of my constituents, residents and people of Wrexham the other week, and they said, what is all this about? And I tried to describe it very simplistically. When you go shopping in the supermarket, you have so much money. Once you've spent that money, you can't spend it anywhere else. And the people I talk to, there's still an opinion out there that there's plenty of money in local authorities. There is no money in local authorities. We're on the breadline and we'll have to make savage cuts. But I know as a local authority, we've done everything we can within the financial arena that we live in. We've done strategic management reviews. We've started at the top. We've worked down. We've done merging of departments, efficiency services. We've cut services. We've stopped some services. We've gone out with the third sector, the private sector, the voluntary sector, charities to run service in true partnership with us. I don't know what more we can do.
I have three initial thoughts and feelings. The first is, as the local authority chief executive, disappointment. The second, on behalf of our residents, is devastated. And thirdly, in terms of the way we've been communicated with by Welsh Government, it's a surprise. Welsh Government did have additional money to allocate in this year's budget, about £370 million. What we've seen in the settlement, we know how important our health services are, but is actually a 7% increase in the health budget. And for Wrexham, it's a minus 0.6 decrease in our budget. We're the only frontline department in the Welsh Government's budget to receive this type of reduction. We'll manage as a local authority, we'll balance our budget, but the devastation comes because of the impact it's going to have on our frontline services. It will have an effect on schools, it will have an effect on adult and children's social care, and although we'll do everything we can to try and minimise that impact, the unfair settlement this year from Welsh Government means that's impossible to do what we wanted to do, which was protect those frontline services.